Good morning. So, this is just me coming to you on day 3 of our quarantine classes. And so, I thought maybe some of you are probably getting a little bored there at home. So, I thought that I would start a little series here on books that I really suggest for my little bookworms, as well as for those of you that are looking for something new to do. You're probably getting a little bored. I know I am. So I've started this series to just kind of give you guys a couple of ideas. So I'm going to be introing this beautiful book today. It's called Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I absolutely love this book. So as we're moving into Unit 4 pretty shortly here, we obviously don't have a whole lot of books, just because the other team still has them. But that doesn't mean that we can't read our own. So when I'm introing this guy right here, I'm thinking about how the characters in this book are just really unique. So let me start off by kind of giving you guys a little idea about what this book is about, and then just to sort of give you an idea about why I love it so much. So in the book Scythe, there is sort of a new world. Imagine everything got fixed. Imagine there's no more hunger, there's no disease, no war, nothing is wrong. Basically, everything is awesome. Not trying to make a Lego movie pun, but everything is awesome to the point where human beings don't die anymore. So, this becomes a problem because if people don't ever die, what do we do with all the extra people? Doesn't mean people aren't having kids. It doesn't mean people are going away. Where do we put them? Well, Scythe has the answer. So it introduces this group of people called the Scythes, that their job is to keep population under control. So enter in our cool main characters, Citra. So Citra is a pretty normal girl, and when we're introduced to her, her family is sort of put upon by a scythe. Now, scythes can come to anybody's house, they can kill anybody. There is absolutely nothing that prepares you, nada. They can show up at your door and be like, it's your time, and kill you. It's a really interesting look at how they deal with population control. So, her first time that she gets introduced to us, her family has a scythe come over for dinner, and they think that one of their family is going to end up dying. In reality, it ends up being her neighbor. And it kind of gives that idea of the fear that is associated with, well, when we don't die anymore, we don't really have any knowledge of when it's coming. The same is true when we get introduced to Rowan, who is the male main character in this book. He is introduced when he sees the same scythe come into his school and select one of his classmates. And he chooses to be with his classmate when his classmate dies in hopes of softening the fact of dying. So basically, both of them show their scythe that they have a sense of compassion about them and become his apprentices, and they have to learn sort of this art of taking a life. And it begs to question, how do we deal with that? Can you live in a perfect world when it comes with a heavy price? So, sounds dark, but is a great read. And I really suggest that you guys maybe pick it up at your local library or get it online. So, here's my library recommendation, Scythe by Neil Shusterman.